Hey guys, hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Just jumping on here because I wanted to talk about a topic that some may be thinking about, some may have thought about at some point, but maybe you haven't. And you maybe just need a little bit of education and maybe a little bit of awareness to what's out there. So if you're just coming onto the live, please say hi and where you're coming in from. Please tag some teammates. Share this video with those that you feel could benefit. But if you come in on the replay, obviously use hashtag replay so I know. There are three main reasons why people may switch or have switched network marketing companies. But I'm also going to go over maybe it is time for you to switch companies. Maybe energetically, emotionally, you've been thinking about it, but not that you're seeking permission, but maybe a change would be a good thing for you. And I'm going to go over three reasons why you maybe should start looking for other opportunities. I think there's a lot of negativity around someone wanting to switch companies. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of ill will feelings towards people that actually want to switch network marketing companies. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So again, if you're coming on, please say hi and where you're coming in from. Please share this video, tag some teammates, and is it time to switch network marketing companies? And I'm just going to give you the honest truth about how I feel about this because I have a lot of friends in and out of the industry that left the industry altogether. I have a lot of friends that are still in the industry and they've gone to multiple companies and it took them their third, fourth, and fifth company to finally find something that works. And you may be in a company right now where some of the top leaders have been in multiple companies, and maybe the company that they're with right now that you're in, it took them 20 years to find a company where they actually started making money. And I just want to be honest with you guys. I want to be real. I want to give you some suggestions. I want to give you some advice. So, the first reason where you may want to look at switching to another opportunity, or maybe you have, or maybe you're thinking about it. It's too hard to make real money. And real money, I'm not even talking about $10,000 a month. I'm talking about $10,000 a week. $10,000 a month is great, but I'm talking about the real money. And a lot of people that are in network marketing, their commissions are based on selling. Meaning there is such a product heavy push that everyone just sells a lot of products. So what's the company do? The company needs the product moving off the shelf. So they give a very, very handsome, as far as income-wise, return to the associate for selling the product. Somewhere 50, in some cases, it could be a $200 bonus just for getting someone on the products. And remember, I've done previous Facebook Lives on this. That's active money. That's not residual income. That's active money. It goes away the very next day. You sell it once, that's it. You don't sell it again, it doesn't pay you again. So is it too difficult to make real money? Or is the money that you are making solely based off of the products that you constantly have to sell? No one wants to spend their entire career and life in network marketing having to sell to people all day long, every single day. I look at what some network marketers are doing on Facebook and Instagram. It's exhausting just looking at it. Every day, every post is about a new product. Do this, this. I mean, what you guys have to do is you have to take an external look. You're a sales rep. You're part of their sales team. They don't have to pay advertisers. You're doing it for them. And are you making real money? Where if you stopped building, the money would continue to increase. And the answer is no. Most of you are still just focusing on the sales aspect. So if that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. Again, say hi and where you're coming in from. Tag some teammates. Share this video. And if you're on the replay, hashtag replay. Now, the second reason why you may want to look at moving to a new opportunity. If too high of an entry point. It's just too much. It's too much to get started. It's sometimes $300, $400, $500, $600 to get started, which leads to high retention or low retention. Low retention. You're looking for high retention, but it's not there. So I know people will argue, oh, Scott, $300, $400, $500. That's not a lot to start a business. Here's where you're wrong. It may be $500 to start that business. You still have to purchase products every single month. And if you have a family, sometimes you're spending more than $300 a month, $400 or $500 a month. Even if you're spending an average of $400 a month on your products, you compound that over 12 months, that's $5,000 a year. And if you've been in this for 5 years, you've spent $25,000 on that business. Now, you also have to include expenses. Airfare, when you were traveling to go to events, tickets for those events, that is all included in that. So you may actually be spending $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 per year on your business. Then what you have to look at is how much money are you actually making on the back end of that? How much income? What's your debt to income ratio? How much profit? What's your P&L? What's the profit loss? If there's too high of an entry point and it's too much, and again, you guys can argue with me, but I'm just going by the numbers. I'm not talking about, this has nothing to do with health and wellness. This is just reality. If people are required to spend $200 to $300 per month just to remain active, a lot of people can't afford that if they're not getting their products paid for, and most aren't. But even if they're just getting their products paid for, they're not making money. So the idea is to make sure that the profit and loss statement is actually in your favor. If there's a low entry point, which means there's going to be high retention, you're retaining a lot of those people because they don't have to spend a ton of money. But on top of that, you don't have to spend a lot of money every month, but it still allows you to reap the financial rewards of building an organization. It may make more sense. I know so many people that are in health and wellness-based companies where they have to spend so much money up front to get started and then continue to spend that money every single month, ongoing, every month. And don't tell me that if you're in a health and wellness-based company, Do not tell me that you are only using those products for your everyday health. If you were supplementing every meal, you would be shitting your brains out every single day. Diarrhea left and right. Your body is not meant to live off of supplements. Can you supplement certain meals? Why is it called a supplement? Because you're supposed to supplement some of your meals. Not all of them. You're supposed to be eating real food. So if you're in that mindset that I have to use all my products every single meal, listen, you're going to be doing more harm than good. Honestly. I've been in nutrition for almost 24 years. It's a fact. But back to the point, if there's too high of an entry point, you're going to always have low retention, which means you have a revolving door of people coming in and out of this business, and you're never going to get it to work. Which brings me to my third and final point. And this is probably the biggest one that no one thinks about. And I know so many of you on here watching or on the replay are so burnt out by this. Too much coaching. Your opportunity requires way too much coaching. And I really started to think about this from my own experience. Because I partnered with a company, health and wellness based, nutrition based, cleansing based, where not only did I have to coach people on how to use the products initially, I had to coach them how to use the products ongoing. And on top of that, I had to coach them in how to build their business, but also how to coach them to how to build their business, to coach their others to use the products and use their products ongoing, and then coach their people, and so on and so on. Too much coaching. Do you know why so many network marketers are burnt out? Because they're overcoached. Their entire day is spent just coaching. They're just coaching people all day long and not making any money. So who's getting helped? The company's getting helped because you're keeping people on the products and you're bringing new people in. Are you getting fairly compensated? People end up looking at other opportunities that, you know what, don't require as much coaching because they want to build an organization. Most people in network marketing, if it's high coaching based, guess what? They're running adult daycare centers. They're babysitting adults all day long. So, and I'm going to be honest, there was a time in my network marketing career where I didn't support people that were looking at other opportunities. But how naive of me to think that the opportunity that that person joined had to be their one and only. Because then I started to think about all the top leaders in the company that I was partnered with. All the top leaders were in multiple companies, cross-recruiting, bringing downlines over so they made their money. They knew what they were doing. They wanted to get into a system that was beneficial to them. So I'm not naive to it anymore. I support people in network marketing that say, you know what? If the opportunity that you're with, there's too low retention, you're not retaining enough people, there's too much coaching involved, and it's too hard to make real money, you know what? Go somewhere else. Join another company that's a better fit for you. Join a company where there's real money to be made. You don't have to coach people ongoing all the time to make that money. and where there's a fair entry point, where people aren't strained and stressed to actually make money, to order every single month. So if this has resonated, you can drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Please tag some teammates. Share this video. You guys need to hear this. And you know, I'm going to be speaking my truth here on out. Not that I haven't before, but part of me was afraid to actually talk about this kind of stuff because I didn't want it to come off negative, but it's not negative. What would be negative is for me to pretend that the opportunity that you're with, that you're not really happy with, sometimes people need permission to say, you know what, go somewhere else. If that opportunity is not working for you, if you're not making money, you're coaching too many people and not getting paid enough, and there's very low retention, you have people, literally, it's like a revolving door of people, and you're running that adult daycare center, you have that God-given right to go to another opportunity that doesn't require as much of that. Now, network marketing is work, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be as difficult as it is today. The availability that we have to social media and people and connecting, it shouldn't be this difficult. So I started to think about, why is it so difficult? Well, some companies are charging too much to get involved. Some companies are having their people coach too much, which means it's not duplicatable. And some people, it's too hard to make money. So I want to give you guys permission. If you've been thinking about it, make the move. And if you have made the move, don't feel guilty about it. If your friends aren't supporting you because you're not a part of their company anymore, they weren't your friends in the first place. I mean, think about that. That's like if you had a friend that was going to the gym with you, but they ended up moving to go to a different gym. Are you going to stop being friends with that person because they're working out somewhere else? No. Everyone has to do what's best for them. So guys, I would love to hear your feedback, love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, everybody.